welcome to Log 41. It is a Thursday, and it's 8:51 p.m., which means technically this is still before my work cutoff. I have 9 minutes because I made 9 o'clock p.m. My hands down, no more work cutoff. I have a few things to say, and I actually mean a few, not a million. Yesterday was quite the rant. And honestly, I just started editing it because I'm so close to being back on track editing-wise. Because, you know, I was looking for myself an hour, and I do watch them all the way through because it's very constructive to listen to. And eye-opening, honestly. It is March 5th. It is the day after the crash out sort of artist spirit tantrum whatever thing that happened all yesterday. And I did follow through. Right off the bat, I made sure to schedule an hour of, I decided to call it artistry or miscellaneous artistry for a longer term because I wanted it to still sound professional and fancy, but it's just, you know, no label. And afterwards, after last night, I was debating, like, what defines a personal project versus a doodle? And it's just commitment-based, I think. I was trying to think, like, oh, if there's a linear storyline, then this or that. But then there's paintings. So it just depends on the time and energy commitment, I guess. If it's like a one-and-done thing where it's like, I just want to try this out. For pure curiosity's sake. Just absolute creativity, you know? Just straight from the soul, straight from the brain. No fan art plans or no studies, no goal, no predetermined goal. No way for perfectionism to really get in the way there. No expectations. Maybe. That's a good... Yeah, maybe I'll say that. No expectations. So, if I'm expecting something, if I have a vision for a product or a piece or whatever, then it's a project kind of thing. So that makes sense. I like that. But yeah, so another early day today. Woke up at 6:30. I'm doing this kind of consistently now. I mean, 8:30 was my latest wake up this week, weekday wise, which is kind of mind-blowing. Yeah. Like, since freshman year, I've had these notions of like, oh, these dreams. I'd be so productive. I'll be the girl boss I always wanted to be. I'll wake up and I'll work out and I'll do this and that before the sun really rises. And I knew I would never actually do it. I'd be like, oh, that, you know, saying I would do it, imagining that I would do it was satisfying enough to give me the hit of dopamine being like, oh, I could do that. And then I felt satisfied, and then I never actually did it. It was just some dream to satiate feeling lazy. Interesting. But I'm out here now actually doing it. I'm living it. I'm going to bed at like 10, 11 p.m. I'm giving myself guilt-free time to just draw whatever I want. And then around midnight, consistently, pushed it a little bit last night, went to 1 because I got really into whatever I was drawing. But around 12, consistently, like lights out. Like, not too long ago, I was taking 2 a.m. as like okay, maybe I should try and think about going to bed. Like, this is a massive shift. I don't think I'm giving that enough credit because I'm so consumed by this idea of scheduling and personally, what am I using each minute to its most effective whatever, and overthinking and just a lot of midday stuff. I'm not really thinking about the massive change that's happening. You know, it's probably because I'm not thinking about it that much, that it's the success is probably due to that. But yeah, so today was good. Right, woke up early, had the call, did class. Still managed to, get some yoga in before I left. And actually, my class this morning was a virtual talk about something that I wasn't really invested in. It didn't totally apply to my career. So I took it as an opportunity to finish one of the projects I was working on yesterday. One of the comic about my dream. Actually, it's up now. I posted it as soon as I finished it. And it's gotten a good amount of views, which is really nice because right now, most of my accounts, I've stated this before, but they're just losing, taking a lot of losses right now, which really doesn't bother me too much, but it's a little bit of a bummer. Because, yeah, I like sharing my stuff. And, big number make me happy. That's kind of how it goes. But, yeah, so I guess technically I started the day off breaching my work project rest boundary already. And I mean, yeah, today we were a little loose with the time cutoffs and stuff. Things were a little, I'll do this, I'll just do that. I tried to not do the timer. I tried to just say I'd eyeball the time. I'd be like, okay, at 11:32, I'll stop. And I've been doing this thing where I know that there's 1 minute left, there's 2 minutes left, or there's 20 seconds left sometimes, and I just, for the last minute, I'll just keep tapping my phone. I'll keep looking at the clock going down. Because I guess I don't want to scare myself when the timer goes off. Even though it's not the default timer. I hate that ringtone. It's a chill one. But the timer feels, when it goes off, it feels like it's yelling at me or something. There's a distinct negative reaction that happens whenever the timer goes off. But it's so much more effective. Because I keep backing out. When I know there's 14 seconds left on the clock, I exit out, I close it, so I don't hear it go off. And then I just trust myself, yeah, I'll finish this one thing and then I'll go. It's a soft end. It's a loose end. There's not a cutoff. That clean cut is crucial to compartmentalizing the different parts of my day. And I don't want that hard cut to happen because it feels like it's slicing up my creative time. It feels kind of brutal. But I need that. But when I know the time is running out, I just start checking it, anxiously almost. Do I think I'll get in trouble if it goes off? Does it seem like a punishment to myself? I'm not sure. Maybe I should just change my mentality about the timer going off. Yeah. I don't know. Interesting thing to note. Also did notice during my rest time and my work time, a lot of my art, like my doodling and stuff, felt stiff. It felt closed. It felt scratchy. It felt a little perfectionist-y. It felt stagnant, which is kind of a bummer because the last 2-3 weeks or whatever, my drawings have just been flowing with such majesty and magnitude, and I felt like I was on top of the world art-wise. That's why the painting, I've been loving it so much and it's been so flowy. But since yesterday, it's been, I've clenched up again. And I'm observing this without any judgment this time. I'm not getting mad at myself, surprisingly. And I'm just saying, okay, something shifted. We don't trust ourselves as much anymore. We don't trust the creativity as much anymore. And maybe I haven't been feeding into the really doodling, inventive, creative part. It's been slowly getting more project-based, which that timer might also help with that. So, yeah, just a little bit of a backtrack today. Definitely better than yesterday. I guess I kind of just hoped that I would bounce back from yesterday as much as I did earlier this week when I was super tired. But or different kinds of distress. There's one more thing I think I wanted to say. Yeah, for the most part. During one of my breaks, I just went on like a 30-minute walk in the woods, and that was lovely. That was very nice. I should go out and just sit in the woods for longer periods of time more often. That's the other thing I was gonna say. Okay. Another factor that I think might be contributing to my art getting stiff, to me losing trust in myself, to me overcommitting on my calendar again and under-delivering out of like human restriction. And yeah, all of that the bad habits, all the messiness. Bad messiness. We love good messiness. Don't get me wrong. But I think my phone might be contributing. Because I really don't spend that much time on my phone. It's not in the room right now, but I can guarantee if I showed it right now, it would be under 2 hours of screen time. But I think it's those little moments, the little pings, the little interruptions of my mental space, just throughout the day, just this constant little buzzing, this little reminder of the social media world, of this digital cyberspace where all everyone cares about is products and posts and immediate satisfaction. Oh, immediate satisfaction. Short-term happiness. It's making it harder for me to trust the long-term processes. Like, I really haven't been scrolling, but just having the phone back within my reach, having Instagram at my fingertips whenever I sit down, in between breaks, I find myself reaching for it again. And I think those little gaps, those little transitions between one activity and the next, those are the most important lulls of silence. And if I fill that with digital noise, I ruin my natural rhythm, I think. Yeah. So, to compare this, I've been doing yoga, 15-20 minute bits, occasionally 30 minutes if I have a lot of time and if I force myself to do it. Yeah, and one of the things I've learned is that in yoga, the transition between pose to pose is as important, if not more, than the positions themselves. The transitions, the way you move, not just moving, but how you move, matters so much. And I think that also applies to just the rest of life. Going about my day, if I actually just focus on going from working on one project to, I don't know, getting up or going to a different building or something, if I just embrace the transition and not try and fill it with other distractions, maybe that will help me feel the rhythm of the day and not itch to do something all the time. Maybe. Okay. How do I turn this into an action? How do we experiment on this and test it out tomorrow? Alright. I mean, I don't think it means necessarily listening to music, even though I really don't listen to music when I'm walking to class or anything. I try to listen to like the outdoor ambience, which is nice. That's probably helping a lot. I just don't notice because I haven't done it the wrong way in a while. I'll just use my phone with intention. Maybe I'll put it on Do Not Disturb. Because I was getting a lot of notifications today that I did not need to see. Like ads and spam and stuff. They have been getting worse, by the way. But Yeah, no, I want to get back to those days when I had 30 minutes on my phone, tops. Within reason, of course, because, like... Yeah. No, I still have that book on my windowsill that I bought from week 4. It's week 6 now. What if I reduce my phone back to just a communication device? I'll post, but I won't look at comments on my phone. Because I do love reading comments. They're so fun, and people share so many fascinating stories, and they have good jokes. And I love responding to them. But maybe I only do that on my computer. It stays in the work land. We'll just reinforce the boundaries. We'll try it tomorrow, especially because tomorrow's Friday, which means, you know, less class time, more free time. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Also, tomorrow I have to go out and buy frames. Because I didn't order them online in time. The order got messed up. I tried to reorder, got messed up again. So I'm just gonna have to drive myself over and buy them in person. Which is lame, but also a really good excuse to get fun things for myself as well as frames. And that's gonna be a lot of money. But money is the name of the week. More or less. I still haven't done any tasks relating to this week. It's day 3 of the week, and I have done 0 out of 10. Although I did read the passage. I read the stuff, and I did the task, activity, exercise, whatever, in the middle of the reading. But I have not yet made a money log or done anything like that. But yeah, I am excited for tomorrow though, because it is paint critique day, which means I get to show my professor my painting, and I think I left the palette out. I didn't throw it out yet because I know oh yeah, I have to sign it still. And I just might have 1 or 2 little taps. But like, after professional opinion and stuff. And like, I remember what the palette is. So tomorrow's just gonna be like a fun painting day and like editing day, big fat editing day for this and for the course. But yeah, I have to build up that security in myself again. The knowledge that I will do what needs to get done in due time. It will happen, so I can cool my jets and sit back and just be in the moment, because a timer will go off and then I will change tasks. I can offload some of that information. Yeah, I didn't end up doing any of the Miraculous comic today. But this time I'm chalking it up because I did have a different workout today, a workout class that I have every Thursday. And that kind of messed with the 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. timing situation, and I decided to prioritize editing because I want to be more up to date on that. Yeah. But hey, all I know is it's past 9. There's an episode of a show that I want to watch and friends I want to hang out with. So yeah, that will be that. Let's see how long I was talking for. Shall we? I'm gonna say under 20 minutes. I think maybe just under still. I think we might have still cleared it. Oh, wow. Literally just over. I mean, with editing, I'll cut out a couple seconds here and there, so it will be under 20 minutes, ideally, but like, man, I got the inner clock. Okay. Alright. It's Thursday night, which in college terms usually means Friday night, because most people don't have classes on Fridays if they can help it, but I want to tomorrow, and I'm gonna wake up early again tomorrow. Who says I have to do that? No one. But I will anyway, because I value my time and I value myself. And oh, you bet I'm still gonna have a good time drawing in bed tonight. Oh, we still have that lovely Google document that I've been typing away at and working on that I will share with no one. It's my personal little story, and it's for me. And it takes care of that little writing bug, because comics are great, drawing is great, but something about writing, you know, like that little poetic, you got the figurative language, you got metaphors and personifications, and you got some really nice adjectives, and it's like the way you can describe something. Not just describing something, but like just the way you go about it is just so fun. I have to write a book at some point. I really do. I will. Maybe in May. Who knows? That's that. I will see you in log 43. Hopefully my Friday goes well and it stays relatively social media / scrolling / brain junk food free. Going on a mental diet.